Hello and welcome to another edition of the AD's Corner with Mr. Ernest T. Jones, the AD of Florida Memorial University, the Lions. AD Jones, how you doing today?
Doing great, Roy. It's an exciting day. Exciting day to be in Lion Country. Exciting day to be a Lion.
All right, well, let's get right into it. Let's talk about some of your topics this week, and I think we're going to start off with your AD honor roll.
Well, we're so excited about our 80 honor roll. Gives us an opportunity to recognize our student athletes who do one of the two things that we ask them to do. Number one is to come here to the university to graduate and get a degree. And number two is to compete for and to win championships. So every year we honor all student athletes who have a 3.0 GPA or higher in what we call the 80 honor roll. We'll be doing that this Wednesday, September the 30th at our volleyball match versus Kaiser University. So it should be an electric atmosphere. We'll be able to honor 127 student athletes between all of our sports who have a 3.0 GPA.
All right, well, that's great. And of course, that will be streamed live here on the Black College Sports Network. So we are definitely looking forward to that. Let's talk next about some of the past events of the week, some of the games and stuff that we've had.
Absolutely, it was a tough week for Lion Country. You know, we went 0-4 this week in all of our competitions in men's and women's soccer, volleyball, and football. You know, but the great thing about it is there's another day, so we get to start another week, which being today, and we have four competitions this week that we're very very excited about. You know, in particular, our 80 honor roll night with Kaiser University coming in here with our women's volleyball team. You're talking about one of the top teams in the league. To be able to have them here in our home arena on 80 honor roll night, it'll be again an electric atmosphere for our women's volleyball team. Then we get to go right across the street to our arch rival, St. Thomas University, with our women's soccer team. So excited to be able to take women's soccer over to play St. Thomas. They've had a tough start to their season, but we feel like we're going to be ready for a good rebound this week versus St. Thomas. Our men's soccer team will be off this week, get a chance to rest up a little bit and come support all the other teams. And then obviously our first home football game. So 62 years, we bring football back. We talk about the rebirth of the Lions pride and tradition. We get to play Kaiser University October the 3rd right here at Trash Pile Stadium as the whole entire community will get to see the Lions.
All right. Well, that's going to be exciting. And again, needless to say, we will be there Saturday for that first game in 62 years. Looking forward to that. So we'll definitely seeing how that's going to play out. One of the other things I think you've got going on is we talk about some sponsor support and how you are driving and pulling folks in to the Lion Nation.
I mean, we think that's just so very important to get that support from your community, to get that support from our local businesses. Just to name a few, when you talk about East Bay and Adidas, you know, those are our apparel companies and our equipment companies where we get everything that we need to be able to compete in athletics. With COVID going on, it's so hard to get apparel. It's so hard to get balls and shoes and the different things that you need in each of our sports. But between East Bay and Adidas, we're rolling 100%. We have all the things that we need to be able to prepare our student athletes to compete in competition, to be able to practice, to be able to get the most out of their athletic experience. So we're very excited about those two relationships. Then you're talking about Memorial Sports Medicine. I mean, they are a great partner of ours. They put their name on the floor in our arena. They put their name over our athletic training room. You know, when it comes to getting physicals, when it comes to team doctors, when it comes to COVID testing, anything that we need, Memorial Sports Medicine is right there to support Florida Memorial University. We're so excited about that partnership. And then a local black business being King Water, a young black man who grew up right here in Miami Gardens, now is producing water all throughout this nation. And to be a partner with King Water is another exciting relationship that we have here at Florida Memorial University. Almost every event that we have, King Water is at that event showing their support to the university. So it's always good to give back to the community for us as a university, and it's even better when people in a community want to give to us at Florida Memorial University.
All right. Well, the last thing that I want to ask you about is something that we've talked about briefly a little bit before, but if you can let the folks know again about the town hall meeting that is going to be coming up on campus and how important that is to the program.
Yeah, absolutely. October the 27th, the Florida Memorial presents the South Florida Sports Town Hall, where we're going to have all the professional teams here. You're going to have the Heat, you're going to have the Dolphins, you're going to have the Marlins, you're going to have the Panthers, you're going to have the Orange Bowl, you're going to have the NFL office as we talk about those important topics, things that's going on around our nation, as we encourage our young people in our communities to vote. I mean, what a great event that will be. So much so that ESPN will be sending Jay Walker here to moderate that event. And what we want to do is we want to give money back to the young people in this community whose families were impacted by COVID. And we just want to show that we care here at Florida Memorial University, that our community is important, that these student athletes having the opportunity to still go to college and get and meet their dreams and their goals. We just want to be able to be a support system for this community. So we're very excited about that town hall.
All right. Well, AD Jones, that's again just a lot of amazing things happening on a daily basis down there at FMU. I'm going to give you the last word. If there's anything that you'd like to say to folks, and we'll go ahead and take it out from there.
We just want to give everyone to come out and support our football team this Saturday, October the 3rd. We'll actually be here 2 weekends in a row, October the 3rd, and then next week, October the 10th, homecoming. I'm sure we'll talk more about that on next week, but we're going to create a fan experience. So football here at Florida Memorial will be like no other. I mean, it'll be a great fan experience. We'll have the jump houses out there. We'll have the food trucks out there. You'll have alumni tents and all type of things, VIP tents with our administrators out there. The band will be out there, the marching band. You'll get a chance to hear and see our marching band. Again, Black College Sports Network will be out there showing this first football game. I mean, it's just going to be an awesome event, a great venue. And we just ask that this community, that all the people who support and love Florida Memorial University, that you come out and show some support, because it's been 62 years since you've been able to watch your football team play. This Saturday, October the 3rd, 1:30, Trash Pile Stadium. Come out and support the Lions.
All right, and there you have it. And just to let you know, because of the fact that Florida Memorial is the only HBCU playing football this fall, we are going to start promoting your homecoming game as the HBCU homecoming for the 2020 season. And we expect to have a lot of folks come out and who can, as far as what we can get from us in the stands. But we plan to have a whole bunch of folks tuning in, watching, and rooting on that Lion Nation with some HBCU love next week on the 10th. So you can definitely be looking forward to that.
Absolutely. That's exciting. I look forward to that conversation next week as we bring homecoming to football here at Florida Memorial University.
All right. Well, thank you again, AD Jones. Until next week, we'll see you.
Thank you.
All right. Hello and welcome back to the Lions Den here on the campus of Florida Memorial University. As you just saw, we had the AD's honor roll, and joining us now is Athletic Director Mr. Ernest Jones. Mr. Jones, tell us a little bit about the students that you had here and how proud you are of those students.
Oh, we're so very proud of our student athletes. We try to chase academic excellence. That's what we try to chase here at Florida Memorial University. Those are all our student athletes who had a 3.0 GP or higher throughout last semester. Again, it's a competition between all our teams to try to achieve a 3.0 GPA to see who has the most student athletes with the highest GPAs.
Well, that's always good to see because you don't see that a lot. And I was mentioning to the audience that I've got a list of names here that is 3 pages long that shows the number of student athletes. And as you talk about it, and I mentioned the slogan, it is a new day here at Florida Memorial, and that is a great way to get your student athletes and keep them motivated because, as you say on a regular basis, you're chasing championships and degrees.
Absolutely. 127 student athletes had over a 3.0 GPA. 2 reasons why you attend Florida Memorial University. One is to graduate and get a degree, and the other one is to compete for and to win championships. And then to have our administration, our upper administration, our provost, she's here tonight, Dr. Adrian Cooper, very excited about what our athletes are doing over here in the athletic department.
Well, and that's something that has to be said. Now, you said you had over 120,
27.
27. How many student athletes do you have altogether?
We have 293.
Well, that is a very good population for that number to be able to have, and like you said, that's over a 3.0 average.
Absolutely. If you notice our championship women's volleyball team, every single one of those women was on the AD honor roll.
And I knew there was something about it. I couldn't realize if it was. I said I thought I had it correct. It said they had the highest percentage because that's 100% of the team on that honor roll.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's definitely the next day here at Florida Memorial University.
All right, and I think you said you wanted us to give an opportunity to talk to Dr. Cooper.
Absolutely. Dr. Adrian Cooper, she's our provost.
Okay. Hello, Dr. Cooper, and thank you for joining us.
Hello, it's my pleasure.
So tell us a little bit about your position involved in this part of this process with the athletic department and how you feel about these student athletes.
So I'm the provost here at Florida Memorial University, which means that I'm in charge of the academics. And so it makes me really proud of what we're doing in the classroom and out to know that we have athletes that are excelling academically.
Well, that is great because there are not a lot of universities that can actually say that to that point when they have that many student athletes who are excelling to that point in their classes. So where did you come from prior to your time here at Florida Memorial?
So before I was at Florida Memorial, I've been at a number of different institutions. And the last place I was the associate provost at Bethune-Cookman University.
Bethune-Cookman, okay. All right. Well, now that you are a Lion, I can give you love because you know I'm a Rattler. So, but no, we love it. We call it one of the hashtags that we use on a regular basis is HBCU proud, and you can't be more prouder of student athletes who do excel in both the classroom and on the field of play.
Absolutely. And it's really about what we do here at Florida Memorial University. We pour into our students. We have that high touch, and we make sure that they're meeting their student learning objectives so that they're able to thrive, not just survive, and live a life well lived when they graduate.
Well, I know about that education here at Florida Memorial personally, as my mother is a summa cum laude graduate of the class of 1980. No, I'm sorry, magna cum laude graduate. Let me get mom right. Of Florida Memorial University. So
awesome.
Again, it's a new day. Thank you for your time, Dr. Cooper.
My pleasure.
And have a great evening.
You too.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
I am one of those people that are uniquely able to speak to why Florida Memorial is so important.
When we rebirthed football, that's when it really began to take fire. When we said that we were going to start playing football in fall of 2020, things started to happen.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the.
It's an honor to be here on campus with you guys. It's Super Bowl down here in Miami.
Super Bowl weekend, man. We out here.
Your dreams, I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight drop for the kills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares of all.
And all the men you see here today are here for one reason, and one reason only. And that's because they love you.
turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the balls in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best.
Stay true to who you are. Stay true to what you believe in, and stay dedicated to what you're chasing.
You never rest. Freedom is a teacher under pressure. Now we blessed.
That's what we're all about here. We're about educating, we're about teaching, we're about making people better.
Yeah, it's one art, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go.
I mean, I'm learning a lot about little things, but you got to do all of this stuff to produce. I'm only imagining when you do your shows and just all the different things that go into what we see.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
This is Brian Fulford. A.D. Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.